Gregorio! Antonio.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
All right.
Wow.
It's Friday. Good morning, everyone.
Thank God it's Friday, I say.
Yeah.
Thank God. Holy macaroni.
I was, it's snowing, right?
Apparently so here on the in the Northeast.
I always feel weird doing the local weather because we got fucking people all over the world.
Yeah.
I hear from people all over the world now, every day.
But people are so concerned what's happening in our lives, Opie.
Yeah. You think?
That anything, weather, how our drive was, if we're a little chilly. They care.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Man.
I was sort of telling Anthony about my day yesterday. I had one of the weirdest days yesterday.
First Bueller type, or
it was a little it was a little Ferris Bueller. It was a little Hangover, the first one.
Oh, right, okay.
It was a little Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone,
and that almost covers it all. I had a really strange day.
Any Chucky? Was it a little Chucky?
Absolutely a little Chucky.
Little Chucky?
Yeah, it knows a little bit what happened. Yeah, you combine those four movies. That was kind of my day yesterday. Somehow I decided to relapse.
Yeah.
Not drugs and alcohol. I'm talking about being sick.
Yeah.
I took Monday and Tuesday off, even though people still think I was faking being sick, because last Friday I pulled a gag where I did a fake cough and said, man, I'm not feeling good. I might have to take a day next week.
You did fake cough.
Right.
I mean, when you said you weren't coming in, I texted you back, all right, wink, wink, in parentheses.
But, I mean, to break it down, and pull back a wall. I actually faked cough because I actually was starting to feel a little strange. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I'm a goofball at times, so what the fuck?
What you gonna do?
What the fuck? So, I don't even know where to begin with yesterday. My whole house is sick, okay? I can tell you that much. I have an upper respiratory infection, and I'm extremely congested, and I got a horrendous sinus headache. Have you ever had sinus headaches?
They're terrible.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like my left eye, I'm kind of closing because the light hurts.
Oh man.
So I got that. My wife's got bronchitis.
She ain't got time for that bronchitis.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Lord, it's a fire.
It's a fire.
I got bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
Also, one of the top baby names in Harlem.
Bronchitis.
That's right. Fun fact. Fun fact. Bronchitis. So she's got bronchitis. We got a 5-month-old at home, so she's still breastfeeding.
Yeah,
making it kind of strange to go on antibiotics.
No, you're not allowed. Doctors say you can't do that shit.
Oh, dude, man, that was part of my day.
Oh man,
that was part of my day trying to convince her to take the antibiotics because she's not getting better. Bronchitis is like. It's one of those motherfuckers. It doesn't really get better quickly. It could eventually.
Some Medicide.
She got the Z-Pack. She went to the doctor. You got a low-level bronchitis thing happening. Here's your Z-Pack.
You take the Z-Pack, it goes away right away, right?
I love those Z-Packs. Yeah. Anyone got any, by the way?
Mm-hmm. But now she's got to breastfeed, so she can't get well within a couple of days.
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. And then my son, who's almost 3, he's on penicillin and Benadryl.
Holy shit.
Because he's got a double ear infection. Dude, we're walking around our house.
That's crazy.
I know that I love the hell out of my wife because I so understand why people lose their fucking minds and just walk out.
Really?
Yeah, because we're all walking around going, please, you step up. And I'm thinking, no, you step up. And I try to step up. Then she tries to step up. But we're all fucking sick.
You got to get that 3-month-old to step up and fucking start taking care of the house.
Exactly. She's the most sane one in the house right now. So... I guess the day started with me going to the dentist. So you got the back history here. We're all fucking sick. I think I made that perfectly clear.
Just a plague house.
Yeah. I do want to promote Tylenol Sinus. Aspirin. It's amazing. Because an hour ago, I was telling Ann, I'm like, I don't think I could do a show today. The fucking sinus pressure I was feeling, I'm like, I can't do it. I popped a couple of those. It's going away.
Nice.
Yeah. And I've been on that shit for 3 or 4 days now. So I go to the dentist because if you remember, I broke a tooth eating hummus.
Right. The hummus broke your You're having a hell of a week.
When we last left you.
Yeah. That's when I was really sick, like, homesick, not working, and I didn't want to eat anything, and I was eating hummus, and next thing I know, I thought there was a pit in my hummus. It was my tooth.
You break your tooth.
A third of my tooth.
Oh, my God.
One of my molars in the back.
Literally falling apart.
Yeah. It's kind of like I said, a sinkhole. It's bad.
Piece just fell out of your tooth.
So I go to the dentist finally for a cleaning. And then it turns out the dentist goes, you haven't been here in over a year. I'm like, I was here 4 months ago. She looked at my charts.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you become a father.
You just lose track of time.
I swear to God, I thought 4 months was a year, and actually it's a year and 3 months since the last time I had a cleaning, which is crazy because I like getting cleanings every 6 months.
Right.
Okay, so I sit down, and I get the old cleaning, and the lady's like, man, your teeth look great, except for that, tooth that's all broken. My gums look good. The cleaning went well. But all that vibrating and shit, that was driving my head nuts, too, the sinus.
Yeah.
You're nodding at this?
Yeah, like that when they're cleaning your teeth and it just starts shaking your head.
Is that what that's what I was telling my wife. I'm like, I think they were rattling my brain.
Every dental instrument sucks. Jesus.
I hate
rattles
it.
your head.
I hate it. And then I got a hygienist that has to comment as she goes along. You drink enough water because you got a lot of plaque.
Rub it in.
Thank you.
She goes,
that's what I was gunning for.
But I mean, in the end, the X-rays look great, and my gums themselves are nice and pink. But she had a comment. Drink enough water because that's what makes plaque build up even more if you're not hydrated.
Brother.
Then she goes, you brush your tongue? I'm like, yes, I brush my tongue.
Who doesn't in this day and age?
Of course I brush my tongue.
How do you think I get the wine stains off of it?
My case, coffee. And then she goes, you got the electric toothbrush? I go, yeah. She goes, but you only use it once a day, right? I go, no. She goes, I told you once a day.
What are you having an argument with?
Yes. I'm like, hey. I haven't even been here in a year and 3 months. How do you remember what you told me a year and 3 months ago? But supposedly, I guess the new thing is electric toothbrush once a day, and then then you have to go old school.
Manual, yeah.
Well, because I got a couple crookeds.
And what happens? You got to get in there.
Yeah, I got a couple
angle.
crookeds, bottom teeth that have been pointed out by the haters. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And then
Because you weren't aware of it before.
no, I wasn't aware of it.
That's right. Yeah.
And then look up these idiots, and they're like way worse than I ever been. And then she goes, you could get those crooked teeth fixed with the. She's fucking commenting about everything wrong with me.
Fucking with you. You should just be, hey, your tits are small. Just fucking, hey, your ass is fat.
And then she goes, I see you're growing a beard, which means, oh my God, shave that fucking thing.
What a busybody.
Holy fuck.
Yeesh.
She was telling me about her niece or nephew that's 7 and who's a whiny crybaby. Took the kid to Mary Poppins, and they had to leave because the kid was all freaked out by the dancing on the ceiling or something.
Sounds like me.
Like, we just clean my fucking teeth?
All these hygienists want to be their own little autobiographers. They all want to write books. Everybody think it's the same thing with my hygienist. You go and she's saying, "How's the apartment?" And they remember every detail of your life.
The problem is you can't talk back.
Of course.
She was asking me all sorts of questions, and my mouth was wide open. I can't talk back, so I was like,
yeah, what a dumb concept. They talk to you, and they got fucking instruments.
I don't mind the talking, but you can't ask me questions that I can't answer at this moment in time. So then the dentist comes in, and he takes a look at the broken tooth. He goes, this is just a little air. And he, that air?
Yeah.
And it made my headache worse.
Fucking hit a nerve, right?
Is that what happened?
Probably. Very sensitive to temperature and the moving air.
Holy fuck. So.
Wow, yeah, I hate that.
And he goes, we could either kind of fill it in. That'll be temporary. Eventually it'll, be a problem again, or we could just take care of it right here in the dentist.
Right here in the dentist's office.
And we can get you, we'll get you a crown.
On your head?
Yes.
That's nice.
Crown of thorns.
Imagine you just
Crown of
walk
thorns.
out and you're like, ooh, you tip that fucking crown. Go, I got a crown.
Makes the toothache feel much better because you're walking around like a king.
People are looking at you. You forget that you
I
have a
wouldn't mind
toothache.
that. I wouldn't mind that.
How retarded.
And then he's like, "You have dental insurance." I don't even know. Do we?
I don't think
we don't, right?
I don't think we have a dental plan. No.
I know people out there are simply amazed by what I just said. I really don't know.
Many people don't have dental insurance. It's not like an insurance, like a typical thing.
Right.
Yeah, dental insurance plans don't really take care of a lot of stuff, to be honest with you.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't really have them.
So I think I got to go out of pocket. 1,200 fucking beaners for my crown.
There you go.
I got right on my
100
phone.
Mexicans.
Right on the phone to Bob. I go, Bob, I need a crown. Do I have dental? He goes, I'm looking into it.
Oh, boy.
He never got back to me.
Of course not.
Your agent won't even tell you if you have dental
No.
insurance.
He said, I'm looking into it.
I don't think we do.
I'm like, hurry up. I got a fucking broken tooth.
I think we did under AFTRA. Because, like,
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I think we did, but we're not with AFTRA anymore.
Yeah, but they merged with the other people.
SAG?
Yeah, maybe the SAG's got the
I
dental.
don't think our SAG, we've put in enough SAG hours
No?
to rate.
Do you go and get your teeth cleaned and
Who's
shit?
you go?
Huh?
Yeah, it's all out of pocket.
It's all out of pocket,
all
right?
out of pocket.
Son of a bitch.
Even with insurance, anything besides the cleaning, you're writing checks.
I'm the whiz.
You've got a crown.
Yeah.
I like the crown.
Yeah.
So I go, all right, let's get this crown done. He goes, oh no, not today.
Why? Well, you got
He goes,
something
oh
better
no,
to
not
do.
today. Yeah, I go, why? He goes, I'm flying to Thailand tonight.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I
Literally,
asked
oh, boy.
because it's our bit.
Uh-huh.
It's our bit. I
What
asked.
the fuck are you doing going
I
there?
asked because I was very suspicious because I don't want one of those
Yeah.
dentists.
Is he humanitarian doing dental work over there?
He's got 3 kids. He said his mother-in-law is flying from L.A. to watch the kids. 3 little ones, all under the age of 10, I believe.
Shit.
And him, and this is what I was waiting for. He goes, me? And I'm like, uh-oh. And my wife are going to Thailand.
Ah.
And then I asked some questions. I was very shady.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What are you doing? Yeah, we're going to go here and there.
What the fuck is Thailand
We're
about?
going to Bangkok. Bangkok's part of Thailand, right?
You know what fucking Thailand's about. We all know. No one
Yeah.
goes there for anything but fucking perverted sex.
Yeah.
Lady boys.
Lady boys.
That's what we've said over the years.
Lady boys, fucking the women that work in those clubs where they shoot darts out of straws in their pussy and pop balloons.
Mm-hmm. I'd
We've
like to
seen
see
it.
that.
We've seen it. Who wouldn't?
I just don't want to be part of the whole ladyboy thing.
You don't want the guy that's putting his fingers in your mouth doing it, though.
True.
Going to Thailand.
True.
It's not touching anything clean over there.
So he goes, yeah, I can't do your crown. I'm flying to Thailand. I'm like, when are you going to be back? He goes, like a week and a half.
Maybe.
So then I got an appointment for 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
So you got to go around with this fucking hole in your tooth for
And it's
3
starting to fucking hurt.
weeks?
It didn't hurt the first couple days.
It starts exposing that nerve.
Is that what's going on?
That's some nerve.
Yeah. So he's going to Thailand. My dentist. 16-hour flight. I'm like, nice. First class? Nope. Business class? Nope.
He goes, coach.
He's going coach 16 hours. I'm like, fuck, I guess you're not doing well as a dentist.
He should have done your crown, pocketed the cash, and used it for fucking first class.
But he's going on that at Emirates. I guess supposedly.
Emirates coach is even good.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So then I walked back to my apartment and my sinus pressure, my toothache just fucking hurting, man. So then I go back in the house.
But now you're home where you can relax
No,
and forget your worries about your sinus. No?
the homestead is very dangerous right
A
now.
little stressful.
A little stressful. I can't believe we're all sick. Because when you have a family, one gets, Mars knows, he's shaking his head. Usually one gets sick and you're like, all right, I got to step up. I'm the one not sick. But when everyone is sick, you just keep looking at each other like, help me.
No
help
one's there.
me.
No one's there to help.
So then I go home and my kid is starting to feel better, so he's like, his energy is back. So he's fucking rocking around the apartment. He wants to be outside.
And I'm sure it's all good, constructive stuff that helps the family that's ill. Not shit you have to mind 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that's got to be a worst case scenario when the whole
Right.
house is sick and the kid is the one that gets better first.
Dude,
Yeah.
when I'm 100% healthy, it's a pain in the neck to chase him around all day.
Yeah.
Imagine when your like bones are achy and you got a sinus headache and you can't breathe, and every time you go up an elevator, you can't hear for 15 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
Because whatever the fuck happens to your ears when you're all clogged up.
That's what happens when you live in Cloud City.
Cloud City, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
So, all of a sudden, I don't know, like the kids got the run of the place because I just can't, and my wife can't, and somehow he got into the chocolate bars.
So now he's on a sugar high. A 3-year-old on a sugar high in a fucking house where everyone's sick.
Somehow he got into the chocolate bars because I heard some yelling from the other room. He got into the chocolate bars. I'm like, all right, how much could he have had? I guess he had a lot. Because then,
Like fucking Beavis.
yeah, for the next 6 hours, he was completely out of his mind.
Oh my God.
Completely.
It's like having a little cokehead in the house.
Well, that's what I said to you before the show. I don't do it anymore. I did it a long time ago. I dabbled a little bit, but I was looking at him going, that's someone on coke.
He's grinding his teeth, just talking nonsense.
He was talking nonsense for real, like just babbling about weird shit.
Yeah.
And then he went through all his toys within an hour. Like he would play with something for 5 seconds.
And just fucking lose interest, run around, grab something else.
Kids' attention span is very short to begin with,
Yeah,
but when
yeah.
they're on the chocolate, forget it.
On the chocolate.
On the chocolate, it's a drug. That's a drug.
Absolutely. For kids, that's
for
a
kid.
fucking drug.
And a kid not even 3 yet. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then then I'm talking to my wife, get on the antibiotics because she sounds horrible with the bronchitis. She won't go on the fucking antibiotics because she's the breastfeeding because that'll be a nightmare doing bottle feeding, blah blah blah. So then she goes, I'm going to this alternative medicine guy that
Alternative medicine.
that was suggested to her by a friend of hers.
Shaman?
Oh no,
Shaman.
Like
I was one of those in EverQuest.
Yeah, you
It's
were.
very cool, yeah. I was able to cast healing spells and fucking all kinds of buffs. It was cool as fuck.
So it was. She decides she has to go to this guy, and he'll help. And she got acupuncture, but they don't take insurance. So it's like
course.
$500 fucking dollars.
Insurance company laughs at the people that
$500, even though
$500
she has the $10 copay antibiotics right there.
Holy shit.
I'm like, holy fuck! All right, whatever you got to do.
Wow.
Well, I'm whatever. And then long story short, the guy wants her to come back 3 days a week for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Of course he does. Of course he does.
Does this happen every day?
No, this is
It's a daily occurrence
no, this was a weird
because-
fucking day, man. Because now I'm sitting there like, we're just gonna. That's like throwing. I've had acupuncture. It's kind of cool, like it'll relax and stuff. But I don't know how that's gonna fix the bronchitis. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe someone could explain that.
I'm kind of old school with stuff like that.
Right.
You need some shit
Right.
that's been researched by, Merck and Company.
Well, that Eastern medicine supposedly.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
You need fucking Pfizer.
Nah, Pfizer is because we got lazy as a country.
Well,
I mean, Eastern medicine has been proven to take care of a thing or two.
yeah?
Yeah. So then, now I'm trying to do research on my own, breastfeeding, Z-Pack, bronchitis. So now I'm writing Dr. Steve, who's on vacation in the Dominican Republic.
What's he looking for, a left-hander? What's he doing?
So he calls me back on Skype.
He Skypes you.
He Skypes
It's like
me.
the future.
No, horrendous connection. And then he tells me there's no Wi-Fi and the cell service and this and that. He goes, so I might be able to talk to you for 17 seconds. So through like, I hear, she could. I have no idea what he's saying, but I think he said that she could be on the Z-Pack.
Yeah.
So she's gone for like 2 or 3 hours of the acupuncture. My kid is now completely wired on the chocolate. And I just said, I just decide, you know what, fucking do whatever you want. I can't. I'm achy. My tooth fucking hurts. So I sit on the couch and I'm like, you know what, the Islanders and Rangers are on.
Ooh.
I'm going to fucking put that on my
Takes your mind off.
65-inch TV.
What?
Nice.
And that's about the time my kid decided to break out his T-ball set.
Aw.
He's got a little plastic T-ball set.
Aw.
And he's like, watch, Daddy, watch. I'm like, yeah. because I got my laptop
yeah.
on my knees. I'm checking my numbers. We all check our numbers, right?
Yeah.
Check some tweets, check some YouTube views, check Facebook, check the Instagram, and he's doing pretty well with that T-ball thing.
Uh-huh.
And we taught him to keep his eye on the ball. So I have a video, but I just don't want my kids in the public eye.
Yeah.
We told him to keep his eye on the ball. So what he does is he puts the ball on the tee.
Yeah.
And then he leans all the way down and puts his right eye on the ball.
Hello, ball.
Right.
He's like,
So
that's adorable.
leans all the way down like this, puts his eye on the ball, and then he's ready to swing. So literal.
He does it every time?
Every time. Yeah.
Eye on the ball.
Kids just understand literal shit.
Oh, literal kid.
Right. If you say eye on the ball, he's going to listen to you and go, all right, if that's what you say makes me a better hitter, I'm going to fucking put my eye on the ball.
There you go.
So he's hitting, and I'm like, wow, that's good. Yeah. And I'm playing with him a little bit, but not really because I feel like shit. He's wired. I'm like, I have officially given up.
And this T-ball is going on in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Literally, I hate using the word literally, but feet away from my
I literally use it all the
five-month-old.
time.
5-month-old.
I was going to ask what's going on with the 5-month-old while this is happening.
It's not good enough that he's just playing T-ball in the living room. He has decided he needs to do it right next to my 5-month-old daughter.
Jesus.
Right next to her. She's in a little bassinet.
Oh, boy.
A couple of the balls ended up in the bassinet.
Oh, no.
But I'm like, I can't control this kid. He's on drugs right now, a.k.a. chocolate.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I look up, to check out the Islanders-Rangers game, and my TV's like black. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ooh.
But I could still hear the game.
So it was on BET? What happened? Sounds like a nightmare.
Tony in Brooklyn saying fatherhood is a young man's game. I'm kind of figuring that out.
Young man's game.
Kind of figuring that out.
Yeah.
So I look up at the 65-inch TV where the nice hockey game was on, and all of a sudden there's no picture. I'm like, fuck. And this happens from time to time, so I'm fucking doing a few things, trying to figure it out.
Settings, yeah.
Settings, can't figure it out. So I'm like, fuck it. So now I'm listening to the game like it's old school radio.
Oh, you still had sound coming out.
Through a
no
65-inch TV, I can't see the fucking picture.
What you could get with a fucking little radio.
Right. So at this point, my wife comes home. She's like, I don't know what he did. I did acupuncture, but I don't know if it's helping me. It's $500. He wants me to come back 3 times a week. I'm like, oh my God, please just take the antibiotics, please, because I need you healthy.
3 times for $500?
Yeah.
Of course he wants her to come back.
God, she was totally cool. She's like, I can't come back. I can't do that. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, those guys that, don't accept insurance or the insurance doesn't accept their practice, they got to lower their prices if they want fucking customers. So I'm like, I go, could you just please, fix the TV? I just want to watch the game. Because she kind of knows some workarounds, I guess, that I just don't. So she's working on it. Next thing, no, I'm in the other room at this point, and I hear kind of, not a scream, but something like that, right? Oh. So I come running into the living room, and that's when she pointed out that my 65-inch TV was spidered. Somewhere in my fucking, my cloud of fuzziness, he fucking smacked the ball and hit the 65-inch TV.
You missed a good line shot up the middle.
I missed a good fucking hit. I missed a good hit.
He connected
and fucking spidered my TV.
Net is high. Net is high. Net is gone.
So now I'm like, no, my TV. And the people that are parents out there, they've told me off and on Twitter and shit. Have you had have you lost any of your shit yet? And I've been really lucky.
It's not like a wiffle ball.
Well,
or
he's got all sorts of balls, all sorts of different sizes, and there's one yellow.
Oh no!
Yellow like
croquet ball.
It's almost.
Oh shit!
It's hard. It's a hard yellow ball that's hollow, and it has like a thing inside that kind of jingly.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the ball was used for, but I guess he put that on there.
Breaking TVs apparently.
Right, and it fucking connected.
Oh shit!
Line drive right to the TV.
Oh man.
Fuck. So the TV shot, 65-inch TV gone.
There's no fixing those.
There isn't.
You don't get those fixed. No.
So I'm just.
At least you could upgrade now to fucking like an 80.
My day's not over yet.
It's still.
It's not over yet. So at
If
that
this
point,
was a daily day,
if I filmed this, I would compete with Hangover.
this would be a good documentary.
Yeah. What?
And it should be called "Fatherhood is for the Young."
Oh my God. So then
a young man's game.
Your day should be played for sex ed classes.
Yeah.
Like, do not have sex. This
See what
could happen
happens
to you.
Nah. And so then my left eye at this point, I'm kind of closing it because fucking everything just aches. I'm like, I got to get out of the house.
You can close your eyes because it's not like you can watch the TV.
Right.
So you can just relax.
You have to imagine.
So I'm going downstairs because we had to fax something, and we used to have a printer, but that went a while ago when the kid decided he has to stand on it a lot.
They just are little tornadoes in your house. Little tiny tornadoes.
We lost that about a year ago. I just never replaced it. So if I need to send a fax or something, I just go downstairs.
You
got
gotta go
that
to the,
shit.
yeah.
So my kid goes, I want to go with you, Daddy. I'm like, no, man. Dad needs to just breathe.
A minute away.
Yeah. So I locked the door, and then with my key, I locked the top lock as well. Because he's getting pretty good leaving the apartment.
You got to fucking put him in little solitary.
Yeah. So I make sure,
in.
and I do the double lock. And I hear him like getting all bummed out. He can't go with Daddy, and I hear him run away all bummed out. I'm still ridiculously wired on the chocolate.
Yeah.
So then I go downstairs. I'm faxing. I'm socializing a little bit, just chilling out.
Spend some time with some adults.
Right. And all of a sudden, the lady at the desk goes, "It's your wife." But I hear first, "What?" That's what the lady downstairs. I hear her side. She goes, "What?"
Oh no.
So I grab it. It's my wife on the phone calling downstairs. I go, "What's going on?" She goes, I don't like saying his name on the air. Blank is in the elevators.
Oh no.
He's in the elevators.
Your kid?
My kid is in the elevator.
In the elevator.
Oh,
So he got he.
She said she heard the door open because we figured all this out later. He will go in the hall a little bit, but come back in. We sort of watch it. We're not just assuming it's okay.
Oh boy.
And then she said that she heard the elevator, and was like, no fucking way.
No, he got it.
So she ran out in the hall immediately, of course,
And wants to see the doors close.
with a almost 3-year-old in the elevator by himself.
Holy shit! How many floors is your building?
50.
So it's
a
50-to-1 shot.
And we're way up there. We're way up.
Oh man,
We're almost at the top.
He unlocked all the locks with his little hands?
Yeah, because he now pushes like whatever he could find to get up higher.
Oh, so he's climbing on
He's a
stuff.
smart. A lot of people say he's a pretty smart kid for his age. I don't know.
Yeah, look at this here. Booger Couch saying your kid's ripping off your fucking internet show.
Yeah, there's an elevator show for you.
Yeah.
So he pushed a box to open up the top lock, which we've seen him do.
Holy shit!
And it's not an easy lock, man. It's kind of heavy duty.
So he used fucking some ingenuity there.
Yes.
Pushed it up,
Yes.
hopped on the fucking.
And I'm downstairs, and all of a sudden, the wife's like, he's in the elevators. I'm like, what? He's in the elevators?
Oh my god!
So also you can see where the elevators are, and I'm like, all right, where are the elevators?
This is exhausting.
And, one was on 18, and one was on I don't know, like 30, let's say. And I'm like, okay, I go call security, and security goes, yeah, no one's in the elevators because they could see.
Oh man!
So now he got in the elevator on our floor, and now he got off on a floor somewhere in my building.
So you don't know where he is.
No, no,
Oh my god!
no. So I'm like, all right, I'll get me to the 18th floor, and then I'll just I'll run the stairs until I fucking find him.
Right.
And then just as I was about to do that, this lady calls down and goes, we have a kid up here on, I think it was like 24, I guess. 24? I'm like, what? How do you get to 24? I'm in
One
the
of those
40s.
fucking
I'm in the
buttons.
40s.
He hit a button, door open,
I'm in the
walked out.
40s.
Wow.
He barely knows how to push the buttons because I tell him not to. So his whole thing was he was trying to follow me down. So I go up to the 24th floor, and I'm coming out of like the service elevator, and I hear down the hall, it's okay, Daddy's coming, coming.
Was he losing his fucking mind?
Oh, yeah. So then I kind of run around the corner and see my kid pretty fucking freaked out and scared, crying.
Was he happy to see you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the lady, I was thinking of Bill Burr because she had her apartment door open. Her husband was kind of peeking out the door. She was in the hallway with my son. And my son obviously needed comforting, but she wouldn't touch him.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
It's the day and age we live in.
Yeah, it's the Bill Burr thing.
You don't fucking
Bill
even
Burr has a
deal
great
with that.
bit about that. You can't touch kids nowadays at all.
No.
So she's trying to comfort him without really touching him.
In the old days, he would have, like, the father, like the man of the family, would have had the kid, like, in his arm going, there, over here's your daddy. You know, a little fucking hat on his head.
Yeah, you know, the police scenario.
The ice cream coat and the cop's hat on his head.
Right.
Nowadays, like, don't touch him!
Right.
Holy shit!
But I saw that go down in person. She understands the society we live in.
Yeah.
The world we live in, and she's about a foot or two from him, but trying to calm him. Like, her hands are out and stuff. She wants to kind of hold him.
Got to block him like a basketball player.
Yeah.
You just got to fucking...
So I grab him, and I'm like, oh, my God, thank you so much. I'm so sorry you had to deal with this. And she's like, no, it's cool. I was just trying to keep him calm because he was really, really upset.
Jesus.
So then, you know, we go back up to the apartment, and of course, you know, any mom's going through this. When the son is now presented back to you, she's going to kind of break down a little bit. So
she got a little emotional there.
Of course,
a little
breaks down a little bit. So then we asked the kid what happened. You know, he goes, "I wanted to follow Daddy. I got in the elevator. I pushed 5 buttons." He pushed 5 buttons. He kept saying that. I pushed 5 buttons.
5 buttons. 'Cause that's what you do.
And then I got out, and then I'm going, Mommy, help me, help me.
No.
You can only imagine the emotion that would start up.
So the wife must have fucking just lost it at that point.
Help me, help
Mommy,
me.
help
Daddy,
me.
Daddy, help me, help me.
And he's like conveying this story to you guys.
He's close to 20 stories below where I live.
Oh, no.
Saying this.
He was saying, Mom.
See, he doesn't understand the concept of an elevator. He thinks you go in, you get out, and you're still kind of on the same floor.
It's magic.
Right.
The door opens, you're magically somewhere else, but...
If you're in the elevator, and he thinks, I think he thinks there's only one place to go, which technically it is, because we only use the
where Daddy is.
Right.
I push 5 buttons, I go to where Daddy is.
Yeah. You go in the elevator, you push a button, and you're downstairs.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand the concept that you could possibly stop somewhere else.
Where Daddy isn't.
Right, because he just thinks, all right, go in the elevator, push any button, and you're right. Yeah. That's the where Daddy is button.
The Daddy buttons.
Right. But no, he was 20 stories below us.
So
in the middle of our building.
How many buttons did he push?
He said 5.
5 buttons. Okay.
Over and over again, he said 5. Whatever that means to a kid, you need to push 5 buttons when you're going into an elevator.
He's like, Jesse, you don't understand. I did it right. I pushed 5 buttons.
Yes.
I pushed 5
That's what you
buttons.
do. I'm not an asshole.
Yeah.
And then his little, like, kind of still sort of a baby voice going,
Oh, no.
Then I wish I could imitate my kid better, but
no.
basically, yeah. And then I got out. It was like, Mommy, help me. Mommy, help me.
Oh, my God. That's
the
saddest thing.
A mom never wants to hear that.
No.
Daddy, help me. Help me.
Because, of course, she feels like she failed the kid in some way. If the kid has to say, Mommy, help me, and Mommy's not there.
I kept
She had no
yelling.
idea.
Right.
I kept yelling, Mommy, Mommy, Daddy, Daddy.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
And which makes it even worse.
Terrible.
He's only in a diaper and a T-shirt.
And dressed like Daddy.
yeah, basically. And he brought, for his little adventure, his 3 favorite toys. So he's just holding on to
He's on a little tear, sure.
He's holding on to his 3 favorite toys.
Oh, God.
20-plus fucking floors below where we live in a hallway.
Holy
grabbing
fuck.
those fucking toys like it's everything.
Oh, man.
I'm like, oh, my God.
In case he's got to barter for, like, food and shelter later. He's got some fucking money, some kid money.
And that's, I think,
Oh, my God.
so then we kind of got everyone calm and ate dinner. And I woke up with this horrendous sinus headache, and here I am. I think that's it.
Wow. I'm exhausted.
It was a weird day, man. We don't have days like this ever.
That's constant, like, having something to do. I don't like days where you constantly have something to do. I need some downtime, and I don't fucking even have a little family.
I don't even know what downtime is anymore.
Oh, it's magnificent.
I don't know what it is anymore.
Love it.
And the downtime just got destroyed because the minute there is downtime, let me flip on the TV.
Ah, the old TV. Oh,
you should have made a list.
Wonderful.
We love lists on this show.
That's terrible.
All the things that happen.
What an awful little day.
But I'm amazed that I started thinking that, I mean, when you're a parent and your kids start, developing and getting older, like, you have to change all the stuff you know as reality with them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like, there was a time, he's not going to open up any drawers or any of that stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. Then all of a sudden you got to get the childproof shit. But you get the childproof shit low because you're like, he doesn't really climb yet. Then all of a sudden you go, oh, okay, he's climbing now, so now we got to take care of this.
Yeah.
And I was just at the stage going, man, he's getting a little too comfortable with that front door. He would open it and stuff, but he was too scared to kind of go out. So, and you could see the door from where I sit on the couch, I'm like, all right, let him do that. But I started thinking in my head, we got to update what we know about this kid, and now we got to really start worrying about him leaving the house and working the elevator because he's been all of a sudden out of nowhere. He's been starting to push buttons and stuff on his own. Like that had no interest to him.
I would laugh my ass off if I was in an elevator and just saw a kid in diapers and T-shirt with his toys get in and start pressing buttons.
Right.
That would be the funniest fucking thing to see.
I want to.
Like, where you going? Work?
Yeah.
Where you going?
I want to look at the security cameras because New York City, there's a lot of fucking assholes that live here. A lot of assholes that live in my building. I want to know. I mean, as funny as what you just said, I want to know if there was actually people in the elevator with the little kid and they just didn't want to be bothered.
Right.
Like a lot of us don't want to be bothered with shit.
Sure.
But I will guarantee you this: if I'm in an elevator and there's a little kid in diapers, I have to get involved.
You got to be like, where are you going? Daddy.
There's other things you'll look the other way, like, someone else will take care of it. But something like that, I would have to step up.
You got to say something.
So I'm really curious. I wonder if, like, he was in there,
You'd have to go down to the lobby and at least dump him off on the fucking, like the people, the guards at the lobby or something, the door.
Yeah, if you put him there, then everything's cool. Then they call up and, they know.
Sitting on the desk with a little cop hat.
waiting
for
an
ice cream cone.
Waiting for the parents to come running downstairs.
Ronnie B, is this your child? Hi, here he is.
Yeah.
Having an ice cream cone, don't you know?
And then I went to bed at 11, and the stupid sinus headache woke me up at 3:30. And then I was about to call you. I'm like, dude, I had the craziest day, and I can't work today.
You were gonna fucking just take a powder for the day.
But the Tylenol sinus is kicking in, and I feel much better.
God damn.
Shit.
That's fucking funny, man. Holy shit. That's the shit that I can't even fucking relate to.
No.
It's funny as fuck, but I am out of that loop. That's why listening to it is like, you're living it, so you're like, Jesus Christ, I got to do that. But I'm just like, that's fucking...
And I really do love being a father. But, man, you get some of those days where it's like one thing after another. And then you'll go weeks, months, maybe even a year with nothing really happening. And then you'll get one of those days where it's like, you got to be kidding me, all in one day? And I had one of those days yesterday.
Action movie days, yeah. Shit's just going down.
So I got a fucking dentist in Thailand. I still got a fucking broken tooth.
You got a doctor in fucking Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Dr. Steve.
Dentist in Thailand.
Who's fucking calling me on Skype, and I have no idea what he was trying to tell me. He wrote and then he writes, there's one resort here that might meet your specifications. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about resorts in the Dominican Republic.
I could think of 1,000 other places to go to a resort other than the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Ain't going.
What's the list, Sam? You put together a quick list?
Oh.
Yeah, tell me if I'm missing anything.
All right.
All right. Dentist makes comments about Opie's plaque and beard.
Yeah.
Opie can't get his crown until 3 weeks from now because the dentist is going to Bangkok.
Yes.
Oh, man.
The teeth cleaning horribly vibrated his sinus headache.
Yes. Just rattled my brain.
The whole house is sick, except the kid is getting better. Dr. Steve tried to help from Thailand on...
Hey.
Oh, there's a Freudian slip.
Wow.
I bet you Dr. Steve would rather be in Thailand than the Dominican Republic.
Thailand.
Dr. Steve tried to help from DR on Skype, but failed.
But, well, he didn't really fail, but it was a pain in the ass.
The kid got into the chocolate and became all coked out.
Yes. That was a 6. I mean, when you have candy around the house, and I'll tell you this, like you
I do.
You do handle it like the old days with your Coke. Like when are we gonna fucking do this? And with a kid, you're like, all right, what time is it? No, it's too late. We can't. And it's like very valuable.
Dude, I know exactly. That
very
part
valuable.
I know because I have there's candy all over my fucking house. And like some days when school's out, my trainer comes over.
Right.
He's got to bring his 3 boys over. And they're varying ages, but they're like young. And they're constantly, like, the first thing they know when they come over is to fucking rush the candy jars.
Go find it.
They know. And then Pat, my trainer's going like, no, you can't. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I watch and I go, the kid wants candy. You just give him fucking candy.
Man,
the kid wants
no idea.
And then the 2 bins in my fridge are full of soda.
Right.
There's Coke. So they want
God,
Coke. They want Coke and candy to just like fucking. Right. And Pat's like, no, don't touch it. And I'm like, and they come up to me. They go, Anthony, can I have some? I'm like, sure, go ahead, grab whatever you want. Like I don't give a shit. They're leaving in an hour.
It makes them little addicts.
Yeah.
It's the same mentality. They search it out.
Yeah. Oh, they know where it is.
And then when they get it, my kid is already sneaking chocolate into his room a little bit here and there,
and then my buddy Vinny comes over with his daughters and his wife and stuff, and they out and out lie. They're like they eat candy from downstairs,
right? And
then they come upstairs and go, "Can I have some candy?"
Yeah.
And Vinny will be like, "Wait a minute. I heard you were eating candy downstairs." No. Like, you're fucking, what are you talking about?
Like a good addict.
They're like addicts, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put aside a couple hours if one of these little fuckers is gonna
get into the candy.
Did you see the video of the Sprinkles kid?
No.
Like a couple weeks ago?
No.
It
that one's
all
hilarious.
Over his mouth.
Yeah, sprinkles all over his face.
Right.
And it's like, did you eat the sprinkles? No.
Right.
It's like you little fucking... It's like watching First 48 of kids.
Yeah.
They're just lying in the interrogation room.
All right, so the kid
I didn't do nothing.
The kid got into the chocolate and became all coked out for 6 hours.
He ate a lot of chocolate, because 6 hours is a long time for a kid to be wired.
Look, we know you got into the candy. We just want to know how it happened. Now, you can help yourself here just by telling us, because we know you got into the candy. So, is there a reason? Why did you get into the candy?
I didn't eat any candy.
Look, your friend's in the other room, and he told us you ate the candy. Jesus Christ.
The kid decided the living room next to the 5-month-old is the best spot for T-ball.
Like, moved it inches away from a bassinet. And after a while, I was like, all right, if you got to hit the ball in that spot, just go for it. Because it does, like, the bassinet kind of dips down a little bit, so I figured that was good enough protection.
Yeah, you had your precautions in order.
And then the 5-month-old just laughs and smiles, like thinks it's the coolest thing ever, as danger is inches away from her head.
They just don't know.
They just don't know is right.
The kid hit a home run directly into the television, spiderwebbing it.
Yes. And I try to get a good picture of it. It's not an impressive spiderweb, but it certainly did the job.
Usually you still get that spiderwebby picture, though. That's
this ball was hard. It was hard, man. It's a small spider web. It's about not the size of a softball, I guess, spread out.
Oh boy. Done.
I just got that TV too.
Done.
That TV's not even a year old.
Oh, Sam.
That's painful.
Could have been yours.
If it was a few years old, whatever. I actually didn't really like the TV anyway. Too much glare.
Oh.
Too much glare.
Well, good.
Opie had to fax something, and so he left. Then the kid got up on a box, unlocked the door, got into the elevator, pushed 5 buttons, and ended up somewhere else. And then finally, Opie found his kid on the 24th floor. He had been shouting for his mommy and daddy to help him.
To help him. Help me. Oh, that's so sad.
But I don't know. I wasn't really worried.
Well,
I feel like my building's safe and stuff.
Yeah,
I wasn't worried.
Your wife was really like...
Yeah, of course, and I don't blame her.
Yeah.
I think she might be a little mad that I wasn't as worried as she was. Maybe, I don't know.
No, but the mother is that's different, man. Like a dad will be like, little kid, fucking out the elevator. What are you gonna do? A mother's like, just losing it.
I knew he was fine. I guess my biggest concern was like, keeping him calm.
Yeah.
which these people absolutely did. So I'll send them something today.
I gave my mom one of those once. I gave my mom a fucking freak out once
Really?
at the grocery store. Yeah, because I wanted one of those little balsa wood airplanes.
Oh,
you know, the
yeah.
ones that came in the plastic package, and then you slide the wing through, you slide the tail, and you stick the little rudder thing in the back.
I didn't have the patience to put those together right. I broke so many of them.
Gotta watch, those wings are very fragile. You gotta slide it through there.
Yep.
And yeah, but I had one of those. I had gotten one. I was like, Mommy, I want it. And she finally was like, okay. So of course I don't put it in the little basket. I hold it.
Right.
And as she's shopping, I decided it was time to play with my fucking toy and walk home. So I just walked out of the supermarket and just started walking down the street, walking home.
How old were you?
I was probably fucking... It's one of my very, very first memories ever in my life.
That's 4 or 5,
so
probably,
it's
right?
probably 4, yeah. So I'm just walking home, holding my little airplane. And I didn't know where I was going. I just decided when you leave the store and walk, eventually you get home.
Right.
That's what happens. It's like the 5-button thing. It takes you to daddy.
Right.
You walk.
5 buttons means daddy.
Yeah. You walk. You go home.
Right.
So the next thing I know, I'm just walking down the street, and my mom comes running up to me crying. I mean, why did you leave it? Like freaking out, and then I'm like, bleh! I start losing it.
It makes it worse for the kid.
A minute ago, I was just going home. I'm playing with my fucking airplane.
But I can't blame any mom for doing that. But it definitely makes it worse for the kid.
Yeah. She freaked out.
Right.
I was so panicky. I got lost in a grocery store once when I was like 5, except I never left the grocery store. Like I ran ahead of my mom to get something. And then I went back to where she was, and I couldn't find her.
It's because she fucking was trying to lose you.
She was just
ditched
trying
you.
to get in the car.
Yeah, oh boy, good, he's gone.
But I looked down the aisle, then I looked down the next aisle, and I didn't see her. So I just burst into tears and just started crying in the middle of the grocery store. It's like I told you before, I had seen E.T., and I was petrified of being left behind.
Oh, no, you're going to be
places.
left behind like E.T.
Right.
Yeah, and some lady, I guess you could still do it back then, some lady just saw me crying and asked me if I was lost. And I went, and she picked me up and brought me and put me on top of like the customer service counter.
Yeah.
And the lady goes, "What's your name?" I go, "Sam."
Stupid little Sam.
I'll never forget. Over the grocery store PA system, the lady had to go. And now when you're older, you see the women who work these PA systems, and you're like, oh, this is the woman.
That's the one that was saving me.
Saved me.
She was saving me.
Got me back with mommy.
The announcement goes,
ladies and gentlemen, there's a Q-tip here that needs to be lost his mommy.
will Sam's mommy please come to customer service?
Wow.
He's wearing a Ninja Turtles t-shirt. And my mom just walked over, but she wasn't like upset. She was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You didn't even leave the store.
Will E-Rock's wife please come to get him? He's wearing a Ninja Turtles t-shirt.
E-Rock, you ever get lost?
Yeah, but I wasn't crying. I used to hide in the clothing racks when my mom would go to clothing stores, those big circular ones.
Oh, yes.
So I used to crawl into the middle and just sit where the metal would cross.
Yeah, it was a great little fucking fort.
Yeah, like a little clubhouse. And then when people would, come and go through the rack, I would just like, hi.
Oof.
But I would take off.
Because be like, ew.
Some lady picked up E-Rock because he was crying, but she threw her back out.
Oh, no, E-Rock comment.
E-Rock.
That's terrible.
They always leave the fat kids behind.
Lil E-Rock.
The pedos never go for the fat kids.
No way.
Oh, that's horrible.
E-Rock could have been in a mall all by himself all afternoon. He would have been fine.
No
Sorry,
one's taking me.
Sorry.
No one wants me.
I'm playing Jim's role today. That joke immediately followed with, sorry, I did.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean it, but obligated to say it.
My brother got lost in France one time.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you get on a plane?
These little world travelers.
Right.
We lived in England, so it wasn't that big of a deal to go to France. Like it would be.
fucking
Take the
kid.
tunnel?
But
Did you take the
no, the tunnel wasn't invented yet.
What? Child of the fucking
They
90s.
built the tunnel right after we left. We had to take a boat.
Wow.
boat.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, we took a speedboat down
So your
there.
brother got on a boat by himself?
No, we were in France,
Oh, you guys all made it to France.
but my dad lost
I
him
see.
on the streets of France. And my dad was just freaking out because he knew, like, if he had to tell my mom that he had lost my brother on the sidewalk in France, how much trouble he'd be in.
Did you see England?
Did I see England?
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah,
Did
I
you
saw
see
England.
France?
Yeah, I saw France.
Did you see your brother's underpants?
Ah, shit. You fell for it. Dummy.
Oh, boy. Wow, in France.
Yeah, and if my dad just had to start, like, panically walking up and down the streets going, Casey! Casey!
I would check the Eiffel Tower first.
Yeah?
Just because it's like,
Yeah.
that's, everyone knows
cool.
it.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, in a movie, the kid
Right.
would be.
Well, I mean, we weren't in Paris, but I guess we could have gotten on
You go
a
like,
train
oh,
and-
sacre bleu. Oh. So he would be sitting on a French policeman's desk with a little French policeman hat on, a fucking Foreign Legion hat, singing Frere Jacques.
Eating a croissant.
Eating a croissant.
Instead of an ice cream
A
cone.
croissant.
What's wrong with those people?
Eiffel Tower is like 200 miles away. How the fuck did you get to the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
France.
Oh, it was in Paris. Okay.
But,
That's all I know.
but my kid being 20 plus stories below where he lives, that's like an adult going from New York
crazy.
and getting lost in Boston. Probably.
That's long distance, yeah.
That's
yeah.
a major long distance for that kid.
Well, yeah, I mean, he just realized, he probably now has this realization that when the elevator door opens, if you get off at the wrong time,
Right.
you're lost forever.
There's no daddy.
Right.
Like, you could
So
easily
hopefully-
never come back.
Because it's really interesting to watch how these guys think.
Yeah.
Like Ant said, in his little mind, you go in the elevator, you push 5 buttons, and Daddy appears.
Daddy went in the elevator.
Right.
So if you go in, you pop out and, hey, there's Daddy.
Right. It's
He doesn't know
amazing.
there's fucking 50 other options. There's 49 other places where Daddy ain't.
Right.
You probably learned on the grocery store day
Yeah.
from your mom screaming at you that if you start walking, you might not be home.
It might not be
It's not
home.
as easy as just starting to walk.
Just walk.
Yeah.
Because when I walk with Mommy, I get home.
Right.
So I'm just walking. Just like I am.
And then you realize I need this woman.
Yeah, the
She's
woman
saving my
is
life.
the common denominator between walking and home.
Right.
Now I get it.
I gotta get a bolt, a deadbolt.
Yeah.
Put it up high now.
Oh, man. Yeah, you got to start doing that shit.
Shit.
Or just tie your kid up to something in the house all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hide the chocolate.
Shackle them.
Like
We
a dog
don't
outside
have a
the
lot of
store.
chocolate in the house, but he found it, man.
They
He
love
found
that
it.
shit.
One of those big fucking chocolate bars.
Like,
the fancy ones.
oh,
the good
it was
shit.
a big chocolate bar? Was he just eating the whole thing? Covered in chocolate?
I don't even know where.
Jesus.
I mean, that's how out of it I was for an hour or two there. I
Yeah.
don't even know where he ate it.
That house. That fucking madhouse you're in.
This is like the training day of parenting. Like the most unbelievable day that couldn't happen.
It's all as true as I just said it, too. I didn't fabricate it. When you do a radio show, I hate to break down a wall, you do fabricate